Hello, everybody. My name is Exterminate, and welcome to a MatriX podcast. This is first in what will hopefully develop into a series of podcasts that I and other guests or associates will be doing in the future. Uh, the Matrix is a company that I have created. It's not a fully legitimate company, but it's basically what I'm going to be titling everything. Um, the Matrix is one of the subdivisions, as I guess you could call it, of Team Copper Hale, which is my gaming group that I run exclusively with a few of my other friends. Um, let's see. That's basically all the stuff there is behind my name of the Matrix. Exterminate is just a online name I've had for a long time now, and this is, as I have said, first in what will hopefully develop into a series of podcasts that I and other people will hopefully be doing. First and foremost, if you enjoy a podcast, like, subscribe, and comment. It really does mean a lot to somebody like me who's new. That being said, let's get into it. I'm a guy who loves going into the woods. I love forests. I don't know why. I love gaming a lot. I love music. Music is essentially my life. I'm a drummer, and I like watching college football, and I especially like gaming, in case I didn't mention that enough before. I mostly created this podcast after talking to a friend and heard that he was listening to a podcast while taking apart a computer. I didn't ask further details about the computer, however, he did state that he stabbed himself with a glasses repair kit he was using. Not really sure how one accomplishes such a feat. However, if any of you know how you could stab yourself with a glasses repairing kit, then I would be very excited to know, not so that I can do it, but just so that I can understand that it's humanly possible. My friend does not exactly count as human. Um, After he told me that he was listening to a podcast, I decided to make my own. I've listened to a few other podcasts, including the Monster Cat podcast, Spin It Sessions, Hell Deep Radio, and a few others that I don't actually have written down in this small list. And I thought to myself, how hard could it be? That's why I'm here now. This podcast won't have any rhyme or reason, but just talking about things that most weirdos like me talk about. I'll go over maybe some new music releases at some point, once I get big enough so that I could potentially work any copyright issues out, since I'm certain that some are going to arise at some point. And I don't just want to stick with, NCS and any of their stuff. No offense to them, their stuff is good. It's just a little bit bland after a little while. It doesn't have copyright for a reason. At least that's my view. Like I said, maybe go over some new music releases, game releases, definitely. Maybe some updates to games if there are any notable ones, and games that I've recently been interested in, and maybe eventually some new computer hardware that comes out, especially stuff that's from Alienware, Logitech, Mad Catz, Razer, those guys, the good ones. Um, this podcast was mainly made to keep people company while gaming, working outside, working out, and things that may be boring or bland otherwise. Trust me, I've done all of them. This podcast will maybe be put out on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, not Fridays, and maybe some special podcasts during the week. At other times, if there's like a really awesome game or some really new stuff that everybody's been totally excited about, that I feel compelled to tell you guys about. Um, if let's see, schedule is going to change all the time, so I mean, I guess just subscribe and uh, hold on to your hats. Well, you're not going to need to do that. If you're wearing a hat, good for you. I hope it's a nice hat. If it's a nice hat, give it to me. I want it. um, So yeah, there will most likely be regular updates to the schedule. There are always going to be new games coming out. I mean, I'm looking at the Steam website right now, and there have been, oh, I don't even know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games released today alone. That's not counting any other stuff that might have come out that I wasn't paying attention to. Um, and that's basically it that I'm going to be going over with. I might also putting little tidbits and maybe a few Easter eggs that I have personally found. That doesn't happen very often since I'm not the most observant of people when playing video games. And I hope that this podcast turns out well. If it does, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Once you've done all of that, then I like you. And I hope you enjoy. So, the first thing I'm going to do, and this is probably going to be the only thing I'm going to do for a while, is go over some new video games that have come out. Because that's essentially all I'm going to be able to do until I get like licensing from spin-in records and people like that. So I'm just going to go over all of the games that were released on today, because that makes sense. On today, all the games that were released today, starting with Leveron Space. I haven't heard anything about this game. I'm looking at the screenshots right now, and it does look kind of interesting. It looks kind of like a third-person space age shooter, first and third person. It looks interesting. It has 12 achievements. Not a big number, but that's not too, that's not too important. It's strategy, action, and adventure. It has a single review that evidently isn't in my language. Obviously I speak English, so apparently there's like a Spanish review or something. I don't know. It's marketed. It's marked at $24.99, so $25. It's currently marked down 20% at $20. Explore Leveron Space with your newly acquired, in quotations, spaceship. Fly first-person combat and stealth missions. Support your armada in epic battles or fly alone to defeat your enemy. Prepare to defend the human race in space combat and swing the tide to ensure our survival. Become one with your craft to survive intense dogfights, sounds a lot like World War II, and avoid the weapons of huge capital ships. Well, I don't see why you wouldn't try to avoid them. You will be part of epic space battles, where defeat is no option. Well, defeat's always an option, it's just not the one you want to go with, usually. There are heroes and villains with deceit aplenty. Okay, so it sounds like it is trying to have a bit of a story to it. It's only single player, mind you, and it's only available for Windows. Let's see, the story so far is, while scouting around, you come across an abandoned ship which has seen battle. While attempting to start it, you are discovered by hostile forces, so you initiate an emergency hyperspace jump. After you ship, come on guys, check your description before you submit it. Please, if any of you listening to this are about to submit something or recently did, check the description. Because if the description is wrong, then that takes off people like me. I'm a bit of a grammar Nazi myself. After your ship is repaired, you are required to help out the local forces to maintain security against this new threat. So, it sounds like we're going to add more story in the future. It definitely looks kind of interesting. It only mentioned first person in the about this game section. However, the screenshot's depicted in third person as well, so that's a little bit odd. Second game we're going to go over is, wait, where was that? Leveron Space. Mimic Arena. That sounds interesting. Fight alongside your past selves in this techno bullet hell arena. That sounds fun. Multiplayer as well, and it has full controller support. Now, that's not too important for someone like me who doesn't have a Steam controller. I might if you guys give me money. This game is actually enabled for Windows, OS X, and Steam Play. So, just a heads up on that. You must master the arts of jump, shoot, and repeat if you wish to stand a chance. You must master the arts of jump, shoot, and repeat. That verb tense, come on. Jumping, shooting, and repeating. Jump off walls to avoid the onslaught of bullets heading your way. Shoot an assortment of weapons that blanket the battlefield in brightly colored destruction. Screenshots make it look like an interesting game. Screenshots actually make it look a little bit like Pac-Man. Yeah, I'm crazy, but it makes me think of Pac-Man. Mimic Arena is a local couch multiplayer platform shooter that focuses on high energy and quick reflexes. Doesn't just about every game that's not a puzzle game. Up to 4 buddies are pitted against one another, but only those who have mastered the arts of jump and shoot dare to hope to stand a chance. Like, verb tenses, come on, please. Thankfully, you will have some backup. That's nice. Everything the player does, wherever they go and wherever they fire, is recorded and then played back again as a mimic. These clones will be an integrate part of any player's arsenal. I'm trying to think what they were actually saying. These clones will be an integrate. My brain is dead right now. Providing distractions and supporting fire for new players and enabling more advanced strategies such as zoning and coordinating attacks for veterans. Throughout the battle, players and mimics alike will be able to equip themselves with an assortment of weapons, such as a reflective disc that travels like a boomerang and reflects projectiles, or phase beam that instantly pierces through terrain, and all attempting to use it as cover. With the right weapon and these clones with the right weapon and these clones can prove to be a dependable ally or a troublesome enemy. Yeah. Obviously, the people who uploaded this didn't speak English. Control your shots for precision, please, and efficiency, or let them fly wild and embrace the bullet storm that is bound to ensue. Just be sure to watch your back. Again, I think that goes for just about every game. It's rated positive. It has 2 reviews, so I mean, I guess that's quarter-way decent indicator. Now we move on to The Leisure of Gracia. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. Grisaia. Grisaia. I'll take it. Mimic Arena was actually $8. So just a heads up. I wouldn't buy it because the description didn't use proper English. So that's just not a good sign for me. Now, Fruit of Gracia. I can't stand if I'm not saying it right. It's really taking me off right now. It has 21 reviews, and it has positive reviews so far, and it has 21 of them. And it just came out today, so... adventure, casual, cute, visual novel, anime. You see those a lot, actually. It's marked at $2.99. It's currently 20% sale at $2.39. It's single player only. That's the way a lot of them are. About this game was previously included as a bonus exclusive with the first edition of Volume 3 of a Blu-ray and DVD release of the anime The Eden of Grisaia? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Tell me the description, please. The Leisure of Grisaia has been translated into English as a standalone title for all fans of Grisaia series to enjoy. The side story to The Fruit of Grisaia is the character-driven visual novel featuring some of the same characters. This time it's Mikiru? I hate trying to pronounce names. I make myself sound like a complete idiot. Who takes the lead role in this slapstick comedy. How does one make a visual novel a slapstick comedy? She tries to decide on new club activity with the help of Sachi and her other friends, but it's harder than it sounds. A laugh-out-loud stupid phone. A laugh-out-loud side story detailing the Mihama girls' school hijinks. For the first time ever, international fans will be able to enjoy exclusively drawn CGs, previously only available to those who purchase physical copies of the anime in Japan. Okay. Good water. So that doesn't sound too bad. I mean, it's only $3, so if it's not a good game. At least you didn't pay like 20 bucks for it. Now, Gnome's Garden 2. Is this like gonna be at all like Garden Warfare? It doesn't actually look like it. A single positive review, strategy casual. That sounds interesting. Single player, Steam achievements, Steam trading cards, and Steam Cloud. It has 23 achievements, so that's a good number. Let's see. The wicked queen of the trolls has returned from banishment. If she's so wicked, then why did she return from banishment? Using her evil magic, she has kidnapped a princess of the gnomes and taken her to a distant kingdom. In those lands, none know the power of the magical gardens. The gnomish people. The gnomish people. Is that even a thing? The gnomish people who live there have suffered long at the hands of the queen of the trolls and her subjects. The princess decides to help her brothers and sisters and return the power of the magic trees. This sounds like the same game I've seen 20 times before. Set out on a journey through an unknown land full of secrets and mystical mechanisms in the exciting casual fantasy strategy game Gnome's Garden 2. A multitude of varied quests, over 40 levels, an upbeat plot, simple and entertaining gameplay, and an extraordinary universe. All of this is waiting for you right now. Well, for $5, that makes it sound pretty good, but the screenshots don't make it look any better than that. Simple controls and a clear tutorial will help you master the basics of the game, and don't forget to use the princess's powerful magic to get you out of tough spots. It sounds interesting. I just don't think it's actually going to be very interesting. Gnome's Garden 2. Defeat the Queen of the Trolls and bring the magic back. I don't want to bring the magic back. I want to keep it for myself. You can't tell me what to do. Interesting. Yeah, $5. Actually, does that... What games is that? What games? What OSs is that supported for? That's only Windows. So for all of you out there on a Mac, go buy a Windows computer. Tribe Quest, Red Killer. This sounds interesting. What the heck? The graphics look next to horrible. And yeah, the graphics don't look very good on this guy. Single player only. Developer Iozo Games. Never heard of them. Early access casual indie puzzle. Okay, so it's early access. It's only 99 cents, so if it's not garbage, I mean, 99 cents, I pay 99 cents for a lot of my games. For allowing you to report the bugs, so I wouldn't buy it yet. I would wait until it's fully released, quite honestly. Red Killer is the first puzzle game from the Tribe Quest universe. In this game, you'll find a series of jeez, can you people speak normally? A series of level where you will have to get rid of all of those mean creatures living in red cubes. So you have to get rid of mean creatures that are living in red cubes. Just, whatever. But be careful, you must not lose the cute little monsters in the green cubes. What? Why are there monsters living in green cubes? Cute ones. What's the definition of cute? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Ow, I just hurt my finger banging it against my desk. This is the first version of the game. We intend to keep working on it a lot and make it much better. Good. We first wanted to develop as much gameplay as we could without creating dozens of levels each times. Dozens of level each times. What the heck? We wish to make this game bigger with the help of the players, depending of what they prefer most. I'm not even going to correct grammar anymore. So, have fun with this version of the game and tell us what you think. Buying this game now will get you all the next, more complete versions for free. That's actually a good thing. So, try to watch someone on YouTube play it. That's the way I figure out if I like a lot of the games I have. I will usually watch someone on YouTube play it. Usually. Wasn't like that for a lot of the Half-Life games. I've seen people play CSGO, and because of that, I bought the Valve Complete Pack, because one of them was cheaper than the other. So yeah, Red Killer doesn't sound that that bad. I think that there are a lot of other games that would just be better. Play Angry Birds instead. Well, actually, that was stupid now because on the mobile version you have to pay like $3 to get access to 30 levels or something. That makes sense. Oh, this is actually a game that was just announced. Its release date is going to be on June 2nd. So how many days is that from now? Stupid calendar work. This is why I don't like Windows. It's just slow. And then OS X is not very good. June 2nd. So that's that would be a week. So 15 days. I'm not good at mathing right now. I'm sorry. MatriX. It looks a little bit like Tetris. I've never actually played Tetris or seen it before. I know I'm a deprived child, so help me. Yeah, I think that it's supposed to be styled like Tetris. MatriX is an easy-to-play but challenging logic puzzle game for everyone, casual and hardcore gamers. Relax in puzzle mode or fight for a high score in combo mode and time attack. Play hundreds of levels or create your own thanks to Level Editor. That sounds pretty cool. Two main game modes are puzzle mode and combo mode. Combo, I like comboing stuff. Okay, there's actually a lot more stuff I could read off to you guys, but I'm not going to because I don't want to right now. Single player Steam achievements, full controller support, Steam trading cards, Steam Cloud, stats, Steam leaderboards, and it includes the Level Editor. Good job, Andrew. So yeah, it doesn't look bad. It does say Steam achievements, but I don't see them displaying any of the achievements. It's coming soon. It's not yet available. That sounds like a pretty cool game, though. Depending on how much it costs, I would be into that. But because it comes with a level editor, it's probably going to be like $5 at least. Shock Troopers. Currently has 2 positive reviews. Okay, that sounds kind of interesting. What the heck? English language not supported. Okay. This product does not have support for your local language. Please review the supported language list below before purchasing. It just says English not supported. That's all it says for the languages. Just English not supported. It has English subtitles. Okay. Shock Troopers, the fan favorite 2D top-down view action shooting game. Released exclusively on Neo Geo MVS in 1997, so that's why the graphics are so bad. Returns to Battlefield on Steam. Progress through the battlefield, choosing the best routes and strategy. $8 for something that's from 1997 and isn't even supported in my own language? I don't even understand. Only available on Windows. So I guess that's one thing it has going for it. I'm gonna review that game definitely. For one coming right after this, so Romopolis. Construct an idyllic. I'm sorry, I'm stupid right now. It's one of those days. Construct an idyllic ancient Roman city with plenty of houses and keep your residents happy by providing all the services they need. It sounds like SimCity. You'll be rewarded with money, fame, and honor. Definitely sounds like SimCity. You can work your way to the top in the comprehensive campaign mode, or you can create and play your own custom scenarios. Single player, Steam achievements, Steam trading cards, Steam Cloud, includes a level editor. Okay, 22 achievements. It actually doesn't have any. Wait, what? It doesn't have any reviews. It says its release date is March 29th, 2009. But it was released. It was released May 18th, 2016. I'm really confused right now. Whatever. Build ancient Roman cities, earn money, fame, and honor in this addictive strategy game. Okay, it doesn't sound too bad. Mouse or touch control. Okay, so I guess you could, like, play it on a touchscreen computer. Now, the one I've actually been wanting to review for a while now. YouTuber's Life. Alright, this sounds kind of interesting. Yeah, off to the side, there's a guy who's bad at looking fly. I like that. I like him. YouTuber's Life is the ultimate life simulation tycoon video game in which you can become the world's greatest video blogger in history. Edit videos, expand the amount of fans, and turn yourself into a wealthy fellow. Now let me ask you something. Why wouldn't you actually do this? Why would you just buy a game to do it? Why don't you actually sit down and start making videos and post them on YouTube? If this game, yeah, you're a lot more likely to become famous, but at least in real life, you would actually be able to get money. You might be able to afford a Lambo one day. Or you could just sit and play a video game in which you can eventually afford a Lambo. GTA. I just described GTA in a nutshell, didn't I? No offense to GTA. GTA is actually a kind of cool game. But YouTuber's Life is the ultimate... I just read that part. Isn't that what it said up there? Yeah, this is exactly what it said up there. Okay. It's an early access game. It's $15. Single player. Online interaction is not rated by the ESRB. It actually says that, but it says single player. It doesn't say anything about multiplayer. This makes a lot of sense, guys. This just makes so much sense. It has positive reviews. 32 reviews already? Jeez. There are only 6 left to go, and my podcast is only like 26 minutes, so I guess I can go ahead and, give my opinions on them. Duskers. It sounds like an interesting game. $20, currently on sale for $18. Single player. Excellence in design. Honorable mention, IGF 2016. This is a strategy, indie, sci-fi, roguelike horror game. Excuse me. 214 positive reviews. Pilot drones into derelict spaceships. I can't pronounce stuff today, I'm sorry. To find the means to survive and piece together how the universe became a giant graveyard. That sounds positive. I'm not a positive man, so I think I'd like this game. Looking at the screenshots, it actually seems like an interesting game. It actually seems like a really cool game. I'll talk to my friends about it. Let's see. In Duskers, you pilot drones into derelict spaceships to find the means to survive and piece together how the universe became a giant graveyard. Now, if the entire universe became a giant graveyard, I imagine it would smell pretty bad. That's the only thing I think of. When the universe is a graveyard, the only thing I think of is that it smells bad. Welcome to the Matrix. You are a drone operator, surrounded by old, gritty tech that acts as your only eyes and ears to the outside world. Sounds like my friend. What you hear comes through a remote microphone. Sounds a lot like my friend. What you see is how each drone sees the world. Motion sensors tell you something's out there, but not what. And when you issue commands, you do it through a command line interface. And when you issue commands... Oh, okay, that means something completely different than what I thought it meant. When you issue commands, like when you give a command. Okay. So you do it through a command prompt styled interface. Yeah, that's what the screenshots look like. That's pretty cool. You have to earn everything in Duskers. Good. Scavenging, drone upgrades, drones, and even ship upgrades. Sounds cool. But dangerous creatures lurk in these derelict ships, and weapons are rare, so you may need to think of a clever way to explore a military outpost using only a motion sensor and a lure. But even if you do find a way, the sensor that you rely on may break down, or you may run out of lures, even your drone's camera feed can start to fail. Well, that's beautiful. A favorite strategy can't be exploited for long, so you'll have to continually adapt. I think I want this game. Duskers is set in a procedurally... I can't even pronounce stuff today. Normally I could do this. Expect better pronunciation than the second podcast, guys. In a procedurally generated universe, and when you die, you lose everything. Oh, wow. You not only need to worry about what hazards lay waiting for you in the derelicts, but also running out of fuel or parts to modify your drones and ship. You are alone, isolated in the dark reaches of space. Only by sifting through what ship logs remain uncorrupted can you piece together what happened. Interesting. That's actually kind of cool looking game. I think I want it. So Duskers, very interesting sounding game. And I'm gonna cut it off right here. We just hit the 30-minute mark. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, please subscribe. Let's just try to get like, I don't know, 2 likes. I'm gonna look back on this later when I have like 100 subscribers and be like, I only wanted 2 likes. Ha! Now I'm getting 7 per video. Beat that. And yeah, so that's just what's gonna happen eventually. Until then, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know you liked it. I mean, that's probably what's going to keep me going. I hope you enjoyed. Peace out.